Smith against Dragic, and it's Smith penetrating. Here's Noel. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Noel's got his first points of the game.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Kicks it to Wade. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Shoots the three, and Luol Deng with the three. Deng's got 7 points.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
Knocked away. And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
The big dunk at the end of the break.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
And it's Okafor missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 5, just 4 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. The lead pushed to double digits. Stoudemire's got 5 points so far.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Well, Greg, for Brett Brown and the Spurs connection, he was an assistant in San Antonio for 7 years, was really indoctrinated in how the Spurs conducted business, Clark, before coming to the 76ers.
Yeah, he's got an interesting accent, too, a mix of Boston Australian from where he grew up and where he spent a lot of time, but no doubting his passion and his coaching ability. He's good in both.
He was actually a head coach for Australia for a while in international play. Here's what Miami's going with right now. Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. Winslow comes in for Johnson. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. Philadelphia with the ball. They trail by 11. For 3, Stauskas. Another miss by Philadelphia.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Down low, here's Thompson, and it's blocked. 1:14 left here in the opening quarter. And it's Dragic off the drive, and another basket for Miami.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
So it's Philadelphia now. 15-point game. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another miss by Philadelphia. And it's Whiteside off the drive. The kick out to Dragic. And again, Miami with the triple.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
And that one's good. Noel.
Crisp pass into the paint.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Dragic. There's the pick. It's stolen by Stauskas. Richardson covering. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's blocked by Whiteside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
All right, let's go.
From deep, and that's not going to go. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Heat lead by 16. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And Joe Johnson very encouraged by this team's strong play of late. He says they've gotten a much-needed boost of confidence.
Well, I think the approach is a lot different. Coming to every game now, it's like, okay, this is a game that we're going to win. Obviously, we can't win them all, but to go into a game confident, knowing that you should win is a lot better than going in hoping you're going to win. So it's different.
Joe Johnson has obviously been on both sides of that equation, and there's no doubt he is a much happier guy that he expects to win.
No better feeling than every time you take the court, if you do X, Y, Z, you have a chance to win. And Joe Johnson has seen them all since he joined the league way back when with the Celtics and quickly traded to Phoenix. Now he's on the upside again and mature enough to appreciate it.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Smith, Robert Covington out there with Okafor, and it's Holmes in at the 4. Now here's Wade. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Here's Winslow, leading by 12. Green, and that one's on target from the wing.
There's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And for Gerald Green, another productive year last season coming off the bench. Though it was a smaller role, a small step back from the season before when he started over half the games for the Suns.
Well, there was a log jam in Phoenix at the wing position last season. He certainly matured, though, as he never complained about not starting, just went out and did his job.
And Miami making a change here. Deng's checked in, and the 76ers also making a change. Noel's checked in. Stauskas inside the line. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
It's about rhythm, Clark. They're up above 50% now for the game, and you'll take that on any night. And defensively, there's still some work, though, they're going to have to shore up.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over that break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle. He said their plan was to run their offense through Okafor. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
Thanks again, Doris.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
And guys, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity. One thing that is sure, they will attack the basket, and a lot of fearless players on this roster.
And the Heat making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for Nick Stauskas. Both free throws good for Okafor. Well, the 76ers do go at the basket without hesitation. They're fearless, Clark, going inside. Led the NBA last season on points off drive.
Well, I like to say you've got to use what you have. They didn't have many shooters, so that means head down, get to the rim.
And good on the basket. Book it.
He operates so well close to the bucket. There's nothing he likes more than seeing an opening inside.
Smith against Green. The drive by Smith. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Wade. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Now here's Okafor. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Well, as we come down the stretch this season, these are the big men having the most success from the floor since the All-Star break. Fifth best, Jahlil Okafor.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yes, sir. I mean, these guys make the most of every one of their easy opportunities. Missing layups is simply not part of their routine.
That free throw, no good. A different look for Miami. Richardson comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Dragic in for Gerald Green. The 76ers making a switch here. He's off on the second, but they get it back.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials.
And Okafor with the block. Now the 76ers on the break. And he banks in the layup.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Outside Dragic. Stoudemire kicks to Richardson. It's tipped. Stoudemire right side. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark
Yes,
bringing it down
sir.
hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
And that one's good. Okafor's got 4 points this quarter.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Winslow's checked in for Joe Johnson. .109 left now here in the second. Up top, Dragic. He's got 10. The dish to Richardson. Releases from 15. Count the bucket. Richardson's got his first bucket in this one.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Cannon can't hit.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Richardson. Dishes it to Winslow. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. And the Heat, another 3.
And scoring at will, starting to pull away here.
Certainly this one's threatening to get out of hand, and soon, partner.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Heat out front as they end the second quarter with a 13-4 run. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Joe, throughout the first half, you guys seem to have an enhanced intensity on offense as well as on defense. Which was the primary focus for you guys so far?
It's been a little bit of both, but we just got to communicate, talk defensively, get stops, and get out and run.
So much of defense about communication, Joe. Thank you. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime